All right, here we are at Dauphin Bible Camp, and we meet Andrew Sevigny. Andrew, an unusual summer, of course, summer of 2020. Maybe a highlight. What stands out as you think back to the summer that's just passed us by?
So I think back about 6 months ago, and we really had no clue what summer was going to look like. But God has been faithful. He opened the doors, He opened the gates, and we've seen kids come that would have not had a chance to come to camp. In June, we had 29 kids join us, and 24 of them had never been to camp before, and just a great opportunity for local kids to come and hear the gospel that may not have had a chance this summer.
What do you think was the difference? Like, what had kept them from coming before?
So, talking to some of their parents, they weren't sure what overnight camp looked like. The parents were more afraid than the kids were, but they realized that it was a good place, and it was going to be just a short stay. So they thought they'd test it this year, and having talked to those parents, they're excited to send their kids to overnight camp next year.
Wow. So maybe talk about the schedule. Like, when would they show up? How long would they stay? And what would the day look like?
So our day looked like they'd drop off at 8:30, between 8:30 and 9. We would run 4 skills during the day. We'd also run 2 chapel times with devotional time after those to debrief the chapels. We'd provide lunch for the kids. We'd have tuck time because that is a camp necessity. And we'd play a wide game together. And then at between 5 and 5:30, the parents would come and pick up their kids.
Wow. Any stories that, as you look back, you think, man, that camper stands out in my mind, or that story is something that,
Yeah, so we had this girl join us for our first teen week, and she really grew through the week, and she signed up for another week of camp later on in the summer. When she came to camp, she told her cabin leader that when she had gone home, she accepted the Lord as her Savior. And to me, that's so exciting that she did that at home, even. And that cabin that she joined, there was a few other girls that had been to camp this summer, and their cabin leader told them all about youth group. They were going into grade 7, and the cabin leader actually took it upon herself to go and talk to their parents and share what youth group was to their parents. And the cool thing was that youth group was going to happen on that Friday after camp. Kids would get picked up at 5 o'clock, and youth group was going to start at 7. And 4 of those girls showed up at youth group that night. 4 girls that are not church kids and have now been introduced to the church, and it's just exciting what God has done through that.
Absolutely. Good. Did you have enough staff for the summer, or how did that work?
Yeah, it's been amazing what God has done in providing our team. We had lots of staff. Our summer missionary team was great. We usually had extra each week, but that meant we got a lot of projects done here at camp that wouldn't have got done regularly. Things that we've had on the list for years, and finally we were able to do them. And the amazing thing about running day camp this summer has been that we have had every evening and every weekend to pour into our team, and I've never seen a team more unified and growing closer to one another and closer to God than this summer.
Good. So, boy, there's a thought there. Let me just